everyone, and welcome back to All of Fabric 6. In the last episode, we actually got our hands, finally, on some iridium. The way we do that is actually using sheldonite ore, so we couldn't get our hands on actual iridium ore, but you can actually get iridium nuggets as a byproduct from sheldonite, which you find in the end. So we've got that. We've got a theoretical infinite amount of that, assuming we have our backup. Yep, in there. And so now we can do the stuff with the things, right? So a few things. The first thing is we could make the matter fabricator, or at least I've ordered one. And so in theory, it's on its way. Now, whether or not it actually is a different question. I believe what we were doing is we were trying to get our hands on a blast implosion compressor or something like that. This guy over here. Yeah, an implosion compressor. And that needs casings, and I think we ordered them, and they're not in here, which I guess is a good sign, because if I search casings, yeah, we've got 25 advanced machine casings. So I'm going to slap these guys down here and see if that is, in fact, what we needed for this. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll tell you what, assuming I've made the right amount, which it does not look like I have. 26 is what we need. How long is this one going to take? It doesn't look that bad. Like, the recipe doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, that looks reasonably quick. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Once you get stuff made, it's a lot nicer. So this guy exists. He's full. We may as well grab some overclockers. We're going to need 4 of these bad boys, so we'll order that up. That should be fine. And then, we've got to power it. We've got to hook it up, but I'm probably going to do it differently. Oh, it's at the top there. What an annoying spot to get to. So how are we doing this? This guy, how many channels does he have? So hold on. How are we going to do this? I think I need to grab a smart cable. Just a little one. And I'm going to pick that up and place down a smart cable here. So we're currently using just 3 channels in this direction. So that'll be fine. We'll be able to branch off that. And the follow-up was going to be, how many are we using there? 17. All right. That should be fine then. I reckon we can just attach onto it. Of course, we don't have a way up there, because why would we? Let's switch that back to that there. All right, excellent. So we'll hook this guy up, obviously all the way up there with the pattern provider and, the exports and stuff, and that should be good. I believe we can do it with a single pattern provider. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's fine. Pattern provider, excellent. We've got cables, obviously. So we'll give that a shot. I can also just branch off of this guy. Why not? Why not? So we'll jump up here, attach this guy here, and place the pattern provider. Now, my idea with this guy is that what we'll do is the item in-out. Oh no, I want to click this one, yeah. So the insert is going to happen, oh, not there, sorry. It is going to happen on the front. Auto input, sure, whatever. That should be fine. Auto input. And then we're also going to have the front be an output. So that's going to be auto output, so that it automatically pushes out the front when it's done. And that honestly should be it. We'll grab our overclockers, and then we'll grab a spirited ender gate to power this guy. So we'll chuck that guy there. He'll power up. Beautiful. I mean, it's allegedly happening. It's a little bit slow, but that's fine, I guess. We'll chuck in our overclocker upgrades, and this guy will slowly but surely charge up. And then we'll be able to give him a shot. Now, one of the patterns we need is this guy here, which is the iridium implosions. We've got the ingredients for that here. So the TNT will go there. The iridium alloys will go there. And as you can see, it will craft it pretty quickly. So that should honestly be the last part of this matter fabricator. We've got 2 alloys now. And so we can look at the rest of everything and try to figure out what's happening. First issue, synthetic redstone crystals. This stuff is made in a chemical reactor, and like it should just happen. It should just make it. There shouldn't really be a delay that we're experiencing at the moment. So we'll double check. We'll see what this guy's doing, if he's even set up correctly. Chemical reactor was this guy here. He does exist. The pattern also exists. We'll double check that the configuration exists. So the inputs, it does not. So if we do that, ta-da, magically it works now. And then we can probably also just tell him, hey, guess what? You're going to also just output there, and it's going to be pushed output, not input. Okay, so... Oh, and he also needs overclockers. We're going to have to put a stack of redstone in at the end, because we obviously broke it by allowing it to input there. But we'll sort that out. That'll be fine. Redstone will grab that stack out. Grab out our 4 overclockers, chuck them in. And what we'll do is I'll take out the diamonds and I'll put the diamonds back in. And as you can see now, it's like way faster. That should hopefully do all right, which it looks like it is. And we'll just wait here with the extra redstone to chuck in whenever it's done. I don't really recall how many it was crafting. It seemingly can only hold 5 at a time. I don't know what the deal is there, but I'll trust in it, I guess. Let's double check. How many do we need? It needs 5 more. Okay. And so that's happening there, so we can chuck in the rest of this. And that looks like it's perfect. So that's all of that stuff done. And so is that the entire system back up and running? We've got the synthetic redstone crystals. That's working now. We don't have the circuits or the energy crystals, which is a little bit surprising. Energy crystals is done in the assembling machine, which is this guy here, who is also not hooked up, I imagine. Yeah. So do I need to tell him, hey, guess what? There you go. And then also tell him, hey, you're also going to be an output. Cool. And then, of course, we need 4 more overclockers. But that's good. Gives us something to do, so we're not just, confused on what's happening. So we'll order them. I think their main delay is just waiting on rubber, which we can actually sort of solve by just requesting a bunch of rubber to be kept at a time, which is honestly what we should have already had. So let's go in here, grab just rubber, place this guy here. How much do we want? I'll be honest, I'll probably order 100. That seems pretty good. I'll order 100, and it can do 10 at a time. Why not? We'll see how that goes. We should have plenty of the logs. If not, then that's a problem that we need to fix. This guy, hold on, has 4 overclockers now. There we go. So once this one's done, the rest should be here very, very quick. And there we go. Okay, now can we look at the quest? Or sorry, the crafting? All right, so now we have, it says available are the energy crystals. So what's next? What comes after the energy crystal? I believe we are making these Lapotron crystals. And they're meant to just be a crafting recipe. Do we have them in here? Energy flow, Lapotron crystal. No crafting taking place. Okay. I do just want to double check that we didn't accidentally place the recipe in there. Nope. All right. Now, I will say as well, I believe there is a terminal specifically for looking at that stuff. Pattern access terminal. I think that's what we want. A pattern access terminal. Oh, and we can craft one. I'm going to get one. I don't really know how they work, but we'll give it a shot. How do we want to pull this one off as well? We can probably just break this, place that. There we go. So how does this work? Oh, it'll tell us this is connected to an alloy smelter, assembler, assembling machine, all of that sort of stuff. So I can look in here for Lapotron. Is that how you spell Lapotron? Yeah, I guess not. No, it is. Lapotron crystal. And so it doesn't tell us. Oh, you know what? I know exactly why. This was the same problem that I think I had with refined storage, where if I search gold, tank, it will show me the tank unit. But I'm not looking for the machine. Like, I know where it's meant to be. I'm just trying to find a specific pattern. I'm trying to find, like, for example, where I make wood. But I've got no, I can't do that. So instead I've got to like hunt through each and every single one of my pattern makers to get my hands on the wood crafting pattern. Does that not seem more like beneficial? Or even just a toggle? Like, click this to toggle the ability to do it? I feel it's one of those things where it seems insane that I'm having this idea. You know what I mean? Like, applied energistics in these mods have been around for an incredibly long time. And it makes me question, like, am I doing everything wrong to the point where I feel like this would benefit me? Like, what? Like, surely this would benefit everyone else that plays as well. But it's like, I can't be the first person thinking this. Oh, and oh God. I don't even know where I just pulled that out of. Because when you scroll through here, oh God. Do you reckon it came out of there? I reckon it may have. Oh God. Okay. I mean, that's... Tinker's play. Okay. let me try and figure out where that guy can go. You know what? He can go into the big compressor. Let's go ahead and chuck him in there. That sounds like a plan to me. And then I guess I'll try to hunt down this Lapotron crystal. My guess is I need to change the ingredient on it. That's typically what has to happen. Was it from here? I wonder. If it's sort of looking like it wasn't. No. Well, he's in there now. Yeah, enjoy your time. Okay. Let's do what needs to be done, which is go through each and every one of these, probably just the N ones, realistically, and try to find Lapatron crystal. There it is. it was a lot of hard work. I know. But we'll chuck this guy here. We'll search energy crystal. Energy crystal. Oh, we don't even have them. Oh, because they're still in the recipe. I'm gonna cancel the recipe. It should be correct. There's no reason that it shouldn't. I'll tell you what. I'll chuck it back in and Lapatron. Oh, sorry, not you. Lapatron crystal. Can I not craft you? I've got all the stuff for you. We click craft, and it just says scheduled is the industrial circuit and the Lapatron. So the industrial circuit may be the issue. This guy is the assembling machine again with advanced circuit and platinum plate. I feel like we've put this recipe, yeah, not in there, which is exactly what we did. I was like, I don't recall the pattern being in there. Sure enough, we are correct. So we'll hop onto here, open up that pattern provider. Oh my, we'll travel through space and time as we know it, apparently. Let's try not to do that. Hold on. Oh, we did place it in there. So is it good? Oh yeah, it's good. It's done it. Okay, sweet. Let's try again then. Matter Fabricator. Can I please craft you now? Let's have a look. It's crafting the industrial circuits. Not sure if these recipes need to be in there. Oh, I guess not. We now have ourselves a brand new, state-of-the-art Matter Fabricator. I know. It's beautiful. So, where is this beast gonna go? It's a single block. It's not too crazy. And we can slap it right here. I should probably build like a floor out of something. What do we have available? What's a decent option? Mars Stone? I think Mars Stone sounds like a great idea. The only issue is going to be scrolling and selecting it. Oh, you know what this needs? I'm an ideas guy today. Today, not due stream, ideas guy. As ideas guy, imagine if I hold a keybind and it opens up. It could have just opened up this menu and then I click Mars Stone and it selects it. You know what I mean? Instead of this, like, why do I have to just sit here and scroll? Like, it just seems, I'll be honest, it just seems dumb. And yet here I am doing it. Unless there is a way to do that. Let me know if there's a way to do that. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm just trying to find Mars Stone. Here we go. Brilliant. So, this is a Matter Fabricator. I know. It's beautiful. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Close that up. And the way it works is it gets power and it makes UU matter. So it's got power and then it will just make UU matter. Now to do that, I believe it needs to be given scrap. Now I don't think you can give it like cobblestone, for example. Like if I chuck cobble in here, it doesn't do anything. Or at least I don't think it will. Maybe when it's charged, but it won't. I don't think it will. So what do we do instead? We need a recycler. We need not this recycler from Industrial Revolution, but this one from Tech Reborn. Now I'll see if it'll let me make it, because it might, and then that'll be beneficial for obvious reasons. What's a crafting? Compressor, yep, here we go. So we'll get a recycler. And so this guy will go here, for example. We'll grab some more ender gates if I can find the search bar. Hold on. Spirited. Awesome. Chuck that guy there. He's powered. I'll be honest, we're going to need like a stack of overclockers, so we need more rubber. Hold on. One issue we do have is where are the rubber logs going? This farm runs 24/7. We should have infinite rubber logs. This is the rubber log barrel, and it has 4. Why does it have 4? It should most certainly be taking precedence over, especially over the trash can. I'm tempted to just not let it. That just so that we get all the stuff. I'll tell you what. I'll grab, I don't know, some bone meal to place in this guy, and we'll see if that makes a difference or something. Or is it possible that no, this guy's still got spruce in him. Like he's not even thinking about rubber wood at the moment. Although this guy's running out, which is a problem. Oh no, that guy's fine. I think it's all fine. Although I probably do need to tell it to start receiving... Oh, it's already told to receive rubber wood. Okay. Alright, I've updated the recipe to use rubber wood. And then it should extract rubber planks. Although, it looks like it just made spruce planks. Okay, just make spruce planks anyway. I'll be honest, that does in fact, that works, I guess. Oops, hold on. One in there. So if you're telling me if I place these here, it just, okay, no, there we go. Now it actually makes the right stuff. So I'm going to tell this guy to extract that. What I'm probably going to do is take out all the spruce, chuck that into the system, and then this guy over here, we're going to have to update to use rubber planks. But we can wait. We can wait for it to eventually run out. How's this guy going? Has he used all the bone meal? He has. Excellent. We'll chuck some more in. Is this working though? Like, are we actually getting rubber wood? I feel like it's just not making it here. Oh, it tried to go into the trash can. Yeah, okay. So now it's being sent back and it should hopefully go in here. Assuming this guy's set up to insert, which he's not. So that's the problem. That's why this guy hasn't got anything, because he wasn't even set up to. So now, we should actually, yeah, now everything's properly flowing. I think everything was just going in the trash can. Oh, okay. I'll take, hey, listen. At least we've sorted it out. It's fine. So we'll make the overclockers later. The point is, though, that you chuck in junk, for example, cobblestone, and it has a chance to make scrap. What is the chance? Let's see if it tells us. If it's even an option here, but it doesn't look like it is an option, so it's a mystery. Let's try this again. Recycler. We're gonna have to bookmark it. No, it doesn't tell us. Takes your unwanted materials and turns them into scrap. Excellent. So, with the scrap, I believe you chuck it in here, and it eats it. So now we're at 3%. And that's towards making UU matter. There you have it. That is the process. Now, let's try to get this working. So, obviously we want 4 overclockers at the moment to do what needs to be done. So we'll grab that out, chuck that in there, and so now it goes a lot faster, right? It can do a pretty good job. To keep this guy filled, you could make a farm, you could make a quarry, you could do all sorts of things, or you can simply craft a cobblestone generator, like so. And then this guy can be upgraded again and again and again and again and again and again. The trick is to put the recipe in so that you don't have to manually craft it. But it should be pretty good. So we'll jump over here. Try to find an empty spot. We've got one empty spot. All right, sure. I guess that's better than nothing. So we'll go in here. Add this recipe in. Awesome. Yep, there you are. I am curious. How much more room do we have? We've got one more channel that we can use. Let's do it. So what I'm going to do is grab cardboard box. And we're going to pick you up. Awesome. And then we're just going to place it under here. So if we need to grab any of the patterns that was in this, so any of these, too bad, so sad is what they say in the industry now. But on the bright side, ta-da! So yeah, in here we'll place everything else that we need. So, we'll go back in here. Terminals. We've got the Mark II now. So now to upgrade it to 3 will be that. And then to upgrade 3 to 4 will be that. And then I think there's a 5. And that uses netherite. And then I don't believe it goes further. There's no like nether star tier or something like that. That can go in there. Then we search cobble. And so it's going to use a lot of a few things. It's going to use a lot of lava and a lot of lava. The issue is we're missing lava. We're missing emeralds. We can do that. We're missing netherite. We can do that as well. The lava is a problem. And I think we can take care of that this episode as well. So that's kind of a win-win. While we are here though, I'll just craft the manual. I was going to, what do you call it? Make recipes for making blocks, but yeah, whatever. Let's search netherite. Let's go here and make a block or 2. And then while we're here, can I order like 200? Excellent. You'll love to see it. That should be quick. I don't know why it's taking longer than instant. It should literally be instant, but whatever. That should be enough regardless. So, okay, we now need lava. To do that, I'm going to use ender tanks. So we'll craft 2. And we'll try to color them red. I'm not sure if we have red dye on command. We do have this dye, which I think we can craft into an entire... what are they called? They're called runes, aren't they? Yeah, red rune is what I would like, which is this recipe here. So I'm going to grab... yeah, we'll try to craft 2. Grab out a stack of buttons. Grab the recipe for this guy. Feeling a little bit lispy today. Sometimes, some days we get lispy for some reason. So I guess I apologize for that. I don't really... Depends on whether that annoys you or not. I do apologize. Tongue twisted and whatnot. But yeah, we'll head into the nether and we'll do all that. I am curious as to... Is this smelting a lot of gold? That's what's happening. And so what's the issue there? Why is that taking longer than instant? It tried, I guess. Alright, 2 entangled tanks. And we'll also, of course, need 2 diamonds. So let's order 1,000 diamonds. Just to, you know, get that sorted for at least the next millennia. Alright, 2 of these. Awesome. So, where do we want to place this? Because there is something I've got to do here. I mean, I can probably just do it here. This is a nice... We've got a cozy area over here. Where what? We're using a whole of, what, like 3 channels? Maybe a little bit more. We do have a lot of connections here, but it's fine. Where do I want to put this? I have no idea where I want to put it. Maybe we'll put it over here. Alright, so I'm going to place down this. I guess we'll place both and do them both here. I'm going to lock them by right-clicking a diamond on each of these. Then I'm going to grab out our red runes. I like that when you select it, it makes them a lot more easier to hit, which is pretty cool. There we go. So this color codes them to be linked together. There we go. And we can pick up one, like so. We can... Oh, actually, no, I've got a better idea. Yeah. I know what to do. I know what to do, but I don't know where to do it. I want to make a big tank. Not a big tank, but like how we've got a tank over there. I want a tank full of lava. But I also don't know where to connect it. Because I could do it over here, but I don't think we have enough channels to sort of connect it there. And, you know, I like my channels. I reckon we could do it here. Yeah, here we go. That's decent. 360 buckets worth. I think that's pretty good. And so what we can do is, if we wanted to, we could hide it, but it's probably going to be beneficial to not have to hide it. So up here, we'll place this guy here. We'll grab some sort of fluid pipe. It honestly doesn't have to be too crazy. We'll just grab out this white fluid pipe. Slap this guy down here. I think if we grab a second one, we can be a little bit more... Yeah, we can do that. That works. And can I... No, I can't color code that as well. But what we'll do is we'll right-click this guy and tell him, hey, you are going to be pulling lava out and placing it in there. Then we will grab a storage bus. We may be crafting it, but that's fine. I'm sure we've got the stuff for it. There we go. And so this guy's just going to attach onto the side here, which I guess I can just do like that. And we've obviously got this. So I'm going to do that and this. Before we finish connecting it, I do want to add lava as a filter so we don't accidentally get any other liquids in here. Awesome. And that will go there. Beautiful. And this guy, of course, will have maximum priority so that he's always filled with lava if we've got it available. Nice. Now, we have to get the lava. So, this should be, you know, relatively easy. We're going to jump into the nether. You know what? Let's go through the portal over here. That way we won't forget where it is. So we'll jump through into here. And realistically, we could probably do it from literally right here if we wanted to, I think. Now, it depends on what we use. There's a few different pumps. There's a water pump from Ad Astra. There's a pump from Industrial Revolution that looks very much like the mechanism pump. I'm sure this would do the trick. I imagine there's some bigger pumps you can make as well. There's also the hose pulley from Create. Now, if we could make one of these, it would actually be really, really good. Problem is, it doesn't really look like we can. I may just run back though and do that anyway. Hold on. Can I reach this guy? I can. Awesome. What's this called? This is called Nether Base. Okay. I thought it was, but I wasn't certain. How are we going to pull this off? I need to make a hose pulley, which means I need to smelt up kelp, which we do not have, but maybe in the river? Yeah, I was like, I think I've planted some here before, but it looks like a decent amount of it has been dug up and or just never finished growing, which is also highly likely, to be honest. But we'll grab this out. Now, it looked like we only needed a block's worth, so the rest of it I'll probably just plant, because that will obviously be a benefit to us in the future. So that looks pretty good. Nice. So we'll go smelt this. Another thing I should do is I should link, because I think there's entangled pouches and entangled bags, and they're linked to the chest. So you can actually do some pretty cool stuff where, like, I could make a smelting bag, for example, and I could open that, and it would deposit things into a chest, like an entangled chest over here, that instantly puts it into the furnace, and then obviously outputs itself. And so that way you can sort of smelt on the go with whatever you get. You don't have to make a pattern for it. So we should do that at some point. For now, however, we're just going to do I could probably do it right now. How badly do I want to do it? I do think it would be a benefit. Entangled chest. Entangled bag needs leather. We don't have leather. Oh god. Untanned leather is smelted. Oh. Easy. I know a guy. There we go. So that's leather taken care of. And what was it? It was like that. Yeah, there we go. Entangled bag. Okay. So, obviously, a few things are going to happen here. One is we're going to customize it to be our own. That's an important part. What's a smelting color? Once again, the red is probably the smelting color, so I don't know if we just craft some more red runes. Yeah, we can. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's a little bit frustrating. I don't think we have the ability to make more red dye either. Alright. You know what? That's actually very annoying. Oh, this one already is diamond. Is this doing anything? I'll tell you what. Let's search dye. What do we have? We can do orange. Let's do orange. Hold on. I can place that there. I can do this recipe instead. There we go. Okay, so we'll customize this guy. And then I think to customize the bag, we just right-click it. Maybe shift right-click. Yeah, and now it's linked to this chest, which is pretty cool. So then the chest, what we can do is we can place it on top here. We can open up this guy. Oops, sorry. We can hit him instead with a screwdriver. And we can say, hey, the top you're going to auto pull from. And so now the way that this works is, let's say I have a stack of spruce. And we currently have 636 charcoal. But I don't have it automated. But I need a little bit more. I can open my bag, chuck in this stack. Then we can look back here. And as you can see, the number goes up by a stack because it placed it in there. How cool is that? So yeah, all we need to do now is we can either keep the bag on us or just, in our backpack. How cool is that? I think that is very, very cool. All right, sweet. So, as we were, hose pulley. Now, the benefit of the hose pulley is it will treat an infinite source. So, for example, like a large lava lake as infinite. It won't actually remove the blocks, which makes the nether just look a little bit better as well. If we get a stripped log and copper ingot, and then stripped log, nope. If we just grab a log, we can do that. I think I've got, yeah, that, there we go. I've got one on demand. Right click this guy. Very nice. Let's swap that back over. We'll keep it there. Here we go. You go there, and we get a hose pulley. Excellent. We will need a lava bucket for this next trick, which needs lava, which we don't have. Yep. Okay, we'll grab lava when we're over there, I guess. So I guess I'll just bring a bucket. Sure. We will need a water wheel. So let's go ahead and see if we can craft one of these guys. Here you go. Water wheel. And honestly, that's all we need. We can do the rest ourselves. That should be fine. So we'll jump back into the nether base. I'll try to get my hands on lava, and then this whole thing's pretty much done. Yep, he should be fine. Do I have gold anywhere? No, I didn't put the thing on. But we've got netherite armor. I think netherite gives you that same benefit. I guess we'll find out if I get pushed off the edge. Alright, where can I get some lava from? That won't be too difficult to get out of. Probably down there and then just like slime slinging up. That seems like the best option. Let's see, are these guys happy about me? They're not happy about me, so that's good. We'll hop down here. We'll grab some lava, and then I will actually head back up just so that we don't have to come down here every time. Is he really not happy with me? Yeah, he's not happy with me. Alright, that's luckily not a problem. Oh, okay. Hey, nice to meet you. Yep. And toodaloo. Perfect. Okay. So, let's try to do this. I reckon if I place it down here, it won't be too obvious from the base, so it like won't ruin aesthetics. I didn't build this. This was built by Melizzi. I'm just sort of like hijacking the claim over here. So what I can do is I can place this guy down like so. One of these sides is for rotational energy, which is this guy here. So that is going to receive the water wheel, like so. Probably the other way, to be honest. So that way. And then the other side is essentially a pipe. So I can actually grab a pipe. Specifically this one, a fluid pipe from Create. We'll grab just one. We'll place this guy here. And then on top of it, I will place my entangled tank. And as you can see, if we go in third person, it, curves over and actually connects in automatically. So then we just need this guy to spin, and we need to hope that it's spinning the right way. To do that, obviously we can't place water in the nether. So, ta-da! Oh, wait, before we do that, hold on. We'll place it under there, because that'll look a little bit cooler as well, and we'll get a little bit extra spin from it. So that will flow. And as you can see, the hose pulley is going down. I mean, that's perfect. This is what we want. As for whether this flowing lava looks good, arguably it does not, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. As long as this works, I think I guess it'll be pretty cool. Maybe. So that's going to take a little while to get down there. Honestly, if we wanted to, because we don't take fall damage, I can... Oh, that went a lot further than I thought we would. But I can come down here and sort of get a better look at... Assuming no one's down here that's angry at me, which it doesn't look like it, we can see just how long it's going to take. And so, magically, the second this happens, we should honestly get lava in our system, in liquid form, which is going to be pretty cool. Maybe not instantly, because it's got to flow a bit, but it'll happen, or at least it should. So here it goes. Obviously, you can see it flowing down. It has made contact. I think it will... Oh, actually, you know what? I think I've done it a little bit wrong. Hold on. I don't think this needs to flow there. So hold on, let me pick that up. I think that's just to lower the hose, but it doesn't actually do any of the pumping. I think we still need a pump to do that. So what I'll do is I'll just patch this up real quick. like we didn't just make a horrific mess. I'll pick you up. Yeah, I do have room. Hold on. I just don't want to break. I don't want to ruin anything at the moment. Gotta be very careful. Place that there. Oh, place that there. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That should be good. So this fluid pipe will go here. The entangled tank will go on top of it again. Then we're going to grab a pump from Create, which is going to need a small cogwheel and a fluid pipe. Nice and easy stuff to make. We're going to slap that guy there. He's currently facing the wrong way, but if we grab a wrench, probably a Create wrench would make more sense, but I don't really know if we have the tooling for that, although it looks like we do. Place that guy there. Just waiting on gold plates, which the fact that we have no gold plates at the moment, a little bit concerning. That shouldn't be a long recipe, and yet, for whatever reason, it is. That is definitely concerning, I will say. That's fine. Can we wrench it with this? No. Alright, well, either way, it should be fine, hopefully. So, what we can do here is I can grab a cogwheel, like so. I can place that guy here. Then I can place the large water wheel like that. And then flow the lava that way. Or, I can do it on the other side, which may just look a little bit better, maybe, by placing it there. But obviously the other way. So I'll pick that guy up again. Place that there, place that there, place that there. Pick that up. And then I guess just sort of hide it away a little bit. Does this look better or worse? I feel like it probably looks worse, but I guess it's not too bad. Our original design looked way better, but it's fine. So we'll start flowing it. Now, depending on which way it's spinning, this guy will change direction anyway. Which directions it's facing. See, look, the arrow actually did swivel, so it is pulling, and so we should be getting lava in there. And as you can see, there's some lava. Nice. Now, a lot of it's going to be taken out instantly, which is fine. But what we want to do here is probably jump into this, and I want to see, is this going to... Whose force loading is this going to use? Will it use my force loading, or will it use Melissy's? Let's have a look. Chunk, shift click. Okay, I think it used theirs. So I'll give them an extra one to make up for it. Alright, so that should be taken care of. But yeah, we should now have lava. So if I go ahead and head back, if we just use the actual teleporter, here we go. What we should hopefully see is, well, we should already be able to see lava in the system if I give it a look. Lava? Yep, 18 buckets of lava. Now, we needed about 200 to make the cobble generator that we wanted to make, but that's a different story. And we should also see this tank over here, hopefully filling up. Yeah, cool. It's filling up. Awesome. Sweet. So, that's going to happen indefinitely, which is awesome. In terms of our cobble gens, we obviously can't go to the tier 5 because we don't have that much. Sadly, we do not. We're going to need to wait a little bit longer. What about Mark IV? Mark IV only needs 63, which means we can most definitely do a Mark III. Yep, so we'll order one of those. We can obviously trade him in later. But we'll get him made. That'll be fine. Whenever he actually gets made. I'm not sure how long that will take. I think the bucketing of the lava is the longest part. Yeah, it's not really... it's not really doing it. Hold on. So that should be done here. Is this guy not... No. That should be fine. You're set to input. You're also set to... Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. And then output... Yeah, auto output down. Auto input. Auto output. And all of these pull in. What are we thinking? The lava bucket is there. With one bucket of lava, it should make the lava bucket. Alright. Let's maybe cancel it and try it again. Hold on, let's just... Can I make a lava bucket? Do we have the technology? Yeah, it just went up to 3, didn't it? Okay, so let's go cobble gen again. Honestly, we could probably make a Mark IV at this point. Nope, still not. Close. No cigar. Alright, Mark III, come on. We click start. What are we at now? Okay, so it made one lava bucket, but it didn't do any more. It just made one. Is there a way to fix that? And what's the issue? Do not push crafting ingredients if inventory contains a pattern input. Maybe we need to do that just to like slow it down a bit, pace it a little bit more. Maybe. Alright, well it's just on one at a time, which is very frustrating because that means it's working, but it's just not. You know what I mean? Okay. There's water in the fluid infuser, that's fine. We just want it to pull from the bottom. And we want the items to come in from the bottom and leave through the bottom. Okay. And it works one at a time. I wonder if the play here is to instead maintain some. So for example, in here, if we go, bucket, water, and we ask for buckets of water, it'll do one at a time, and then we can say, hey, I want you to keep, like 100 in the system. So I apparently want about 300. So I'm going to order 300. And then we're going to search lava bucket. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to drag this guy in here. And I'm going to say, hey, I actually want 300 of you. And I want one at a time. And so in theory, that will work. Yeah. I mean, it's doing a pretty good job, is it not? And so it'll just keep doing, you can see it's popping in every now and then. It'll just keep doing that and it'll slowly make what we want. We can keep that guy cancelled. And then in the meantime, we can search buckets and we can just sort of keep an eye on them and wait as they fill up. It looks like they're alternating, which is actually very, very, very beneficial. And if I search Cobblegen, I think I can already make the Mark III with what we've got. Yep, available. I'll click start. And that should just be a simple crafting recipe at this point. And there we have Cobble Generator Mark III. All right, this has been a very successful episode. Let's see if we can at least set up some sort of automation for this. So the idea is that we're going to have cobble going into recyclers, going into the matter fabricator. Now, we want this to be expandable, which means messy, if we're honest. I'm going to pick this guy up, and I'm going to place him on top of some cables, I think. No. I'm going to place him here. Yeah. We're going to then have cobble going in from, I think, behind. How do I want to do this? I can have cobble from the bottom, items coming out of the top, and power coming in from one of the faces. And I think that would be pretty good. So, for example, this guy's going to go here. And we're going to have, hold on. Let's search. I don't even know what to make. Are these going to be fast enough? Maybe. And then all we need is an output servo, since obviously we're going to have one of these leading into multiples of others. So that will go there. That should put stuff in here, assuming we tell this guy to input from bottom. Yep, cobble goes in. I'm going to tell this guy to output at the top. And that should also work fine. We will need more of these cables, which is a bit of a problem because I think these ones you upgrade, don't you? Hold on. They're called pipes. I keep forgetting. Yeah, these ones you have to upgrade previous ones. Let's we'll see if we have enough crafting spots to put recipes in for it. How are we looking? Yeah, we've got plenty. So I'm just going to do that real quick because that sounds like a great idea. So we'll go in here, go there. Yep, patterns. Let's go back to pipes. Grab that. And then grab that. And then grab that. So they can transfer a lot. Hopefully they can transfer a lot for as many as we want to do. You know what I mean? But we'll jump in here and we'll order 64. Then we'll cook that up, I imagine. And then we will pipe it. At least hook this guy up. Maybe a second one just to like show how it would work. What's the crafting for this look like? Is it satisfying at all? No, I think we're just waiting on some enrichment and whatnot. Although that's taking a while. The enriching stuff should be pretty quick, so I'll go have a look and see what's happening. I imagine I need to tell the machine to like be a little bit more patient with what it gets. But he's sitting here and nothing's happening. Device is missing channel. That's a problem. Where can we remove a connection? We have an import bus connected to the pattern provider. And he's set up to be active with signal. Okay. What? Was that something that we were actually using? I've pulled it apart regardless, so we'll pretend that it's not. That stuff seems to be perfectly fine. Sure, whatever. We'll pretend that everything that just happened is completely normal. I don't really know what that was. But we broke it, whatever it was. Boom, boom. Awesome. And we're going to have now this time an input servo. This is the nice thing about these types of items. Is like this. The fact that I just need one connection. A lot of other mods will make you place inputs on every single machine you end up building, rather than just one on the exit and one on the insert. So, this thing's pretty much good to go. The only other thing I want to say is the cables. which we don't have to do, but we probably should. And it'll just be like, you know, connecting them like that. And can I even do this? I can. Nice. So as you can see, this guy's on. We'll give him some power. Or some speed upgrade, should I say. And this guy, I mean, it's automated. I told him to output at the top. Auto output, maybe? See if that makes a difference. Obviously, the pipe is connected. We do have an input here. It is set to blacklist. Oh, I need to tell this guy. I think I placed him this way. I need to tell him, hey, by the way, you actually are bringing in items from that direction. And I could... Oh, we've got our first EU matter. How cool is that? I could tell him to split it up. We don't have enough to even worry about that at the moment. So here we go. This is a completely self-contained system outside of the power that it's going to pull, which is a decent amount, but we should be fine regardless. So yeah, we can check out this guy and watch the cobble generation. And as you can see here, it is lowering. We're in the 20s, we're in the 10s, we're in the singles, and now we're into the 90s. So we are losing in terms of this. If we search Mark 3 and we attempt to build 3 more, that's pretty much a telltale sign as to whether we can make the rest of the stuff. Oh, did that need to craft more buckets? Oh, it actually didn't. It's just smelting up a bunch of iron. Oh, that's really nice. By the way, I am curious. Let me know if there's a way, because I'm not sure if there is, but if you think there may be a way to automate the insertion of data cards in here, as well as the creation of data cards. I reckon it could be worth a shot, especially, let's just see. Oh, it doesn't let us screwdriver it. That's a letdown, but we may still be able to put items in here. And the benefit of that means if we put a data card in, we put an item in there, then we put other stuff, and then maybe a redstone signal. I'll tell you what, this will be a telltale. Telltale's word of the day, apparently. As to whether this will work at all, would be that if I grab stone, so I place this in here, we place stone in there, you know, through whatever means, and then we grab a button. We place it here. It's currently not processing. If I apply redstone, no, it doesn't do anything. Oh, but for a second there, you guys were like, ooh. Okay. Let me know if you guys can think of a way to make this work. Ah, that's so unfortunate. They had to have a button, didn't they? Because obviously this is like a pretty good machine. Obviously our best form of machine, but the lack of automation makes it a little bit of a hassle. I suppose the alternative would be if I click a button and it can at least put in the data card, put in 1 stack of each ore that we need most commonly, and then fill it up with stone, and then I just click this button however many times it needs. That would be nice in of itself, because one of the hardest parts is me just having to grab everything all the time. So knocking that off the list, not needing to do that, semi-automation, that would be really nice as well. So we'll look into it. Regardless though, that's pretty good. It looks like as well that the Mark 3 is done, which means I can pick up this Mark 3, chuck it in the system, and search for Mark 4, and we can order one of these. Now this guy, the Mark 3 does 3 cobble per second. This guy's going to do 12. That will most certainly be able to take care of all of our cobble needs, as we can see. Well, I guess he's got to fill up first. Can he fill up? Well, I saw a 30. Do we see a 40? Come on, give us a 40. Yep. Okay, so this guy will fill up. We are making more than he uses. Although, obviously, if we grab more of those guys, it won't be the case. But that is very, very, very interesting. Sweet. So next episode, most likely, we'll be able to afford the 5. I do apologize about the Phantom. If I could get rid of them, I would. We literally, this whole time we've been playing, I do have somewhere a sleep charm, which is meant to get rid of the insomnia stuff. And I thought I had a different charm as well. In fact, hashtag Phantom. Is there something I can cheat in to get rid of it? Alright, we might be jumping into Spectrum. I feel like I've said that every episode. But regardless, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. I'm falling around and making a mess. I'll jump back up there because I've got to just fix the flooring up. We've got to sleep through the night, and I've got to, get a thumbnail for the episode. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Maybe you learned a thing or two, or regardless, hopefully you just had fun watching the episode or listening to the episode. These are pretty much podcasts at this point. They're podcasts without the benefits of podcasts. So I don't know why you guys watch, but I appreciate it. But yeah, I have thought about podcasts, but probably not the style that you guys would enjoy, to be honest. Probably a lot more I don't even know if edgy is the right word, but a lot more inappropriate topics and whatnot with some friends. It's been on the table. I've been thinking about it. But I'll be honest, if I ever did it, I probably wouldn't tell you guys about it. You know what I mean? Like it would be like a side thing that we do on a separate channel. Completely different identity. but hey, you never know. We'll see what happens. This looks nice. Expandable at least. I'm also thinking, I've thought about this for a while, so this is most likely not going to happen, but I want you to know that I have been thinking about it just so that if I do it in the future, it's not completely out of nowhere. I want to do like a, I don't want to say news channel, but I want to do a channel where I talk about, new things that happened, recent events and whatnot in terms of Minecraft, in terms of modern Minecraft, specifically modern Minecraft. I couldn't care less about the latest snapshot, you know what I mean? But I could care about like the latest patch notes for, applied energistics and what that means. Like, I want to know that. At the moment, the only way I could find that out is if I don't know, use Twitter. I would never suggest that to anyone in their life. And the alternative would be what? What am I trying to think here? Actually look at their patch notes and read them myself. But like, it's kind of boring to do that. So I'd love to have make something where I myself keep up to date with the news and keep you guys up to date with it as well a little bit. I know that would take a lot of research in terms of what actually has happened, that sort of thing. On top of that, I'd like to make it like a little bit fun as well. Obviously. Obviously. And I think I could do it. Whether we'd do like an IRL style news thing, where it's like I'm actually sitting behind a desk or something. That could be fun, sitting on a couch or something like that. That would be ideal. So if that ever happens, that I've been planning it. But my current planning is me just thinking about it. But I guess that's better than nothing. I'll tell you what. I'll think about planning it better. I'll think about planning it better. Yeah, I think it could be really good. And then maybe have like some other people on as well. And really like put together some sort of channel. We'll see. At the moment though, this is what you got. So thank you guys for watching. That's probably going to somehow be the thumbnail. Somehow. I don't know. We've really distance these machines for no apparent reason, but that's fine. Thank you to you for watching the video. Thank you to our channel members and donators. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzi, Andre, and Sven the One. And thank you to everyone. If you're interested in hosting a server, there are links in the description and promo codes to use with Bisect servers. They've helped us out. In the past, our servers currently, I believe, are on our own hardware. We do have, they have given us a server. I'm not sure what server we currently have on that server. But we haven't had any issues with them. They've been incredibly generous. That's probably the nicest way to, or the simplest way to say it, is very generous. Yeah, I've honestly got less than no issues with them. I've only got good things to say. One thing I will say, I was surprised. Honestly, I haven't checked. I hope they still have this, but they had like options to get like 1 GB servers. You know what I mean? Like you could rent a 1 GB server or something like that, for like a couple dollars, like single digits. It could have changed. I don't want to. I might sound like an idiot now, but they had like a big list that you could get to. I'm not sure if it's if the link in the description goes there, but They had a big list of all the server options they have. And they had like single digit dollar options. And you might be thinking like, you can't do anything with that. Like that's pointless. What's the point in that? But when I was a lot younger, like spending money, like you don't have money as a kid, or, some people do. But when you do have the money, you want to, save it and buy something special with it and all that. So having an option that's like single digits, that would have been crazy. Even as an adult, like if you're, yeah, probably more specifically as an adult, if you're buying things online. I dig myself into a hole at the end of the channel. It's horrific. I'm trying to sell things to kids. But I think you get what I'm getting at. That like right now, if I didn't have these servers and I just wanted to give a mod pack a shot or like test something out, I could just quickly like single digits try it out. And I think that's cool that they offer that, even though I feel like it's so niche, and so like no one's gonna spend a few dollars. But I don't know. I saw that and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, that's it. I've sold out. No, but yeah, that is it. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Honestly, the big apple is, I've really, it is so dumb. Like, out of everything we've built, I don't even know how this happened. It was completely unintentional, the shape of it. And then it just happened. It was just like, oh, that's an apple. And then just like the red dye was delivered to us and the apple became a thing. And then that was it. There's been like no acknowledgement. It just, yeah, that's the big apple. And we've got the most beautiful base you've ever seen in your life across the river. And we've just got the big apple. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.